I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Alrighty, welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So I was actually doing a gameplay of this already, including commentary and everything. It was kind of sporadic, and I just kind of picked it back up. And, you know, I just felt really, really rushed, and felt like I was not giving the game a chance, really. I was just trying to get through it just to get the main storyline done, and I was just really rushing it, not really caring, you know, about the story and stuff. But, you know, as I was thinking about it, you know, this game has gotten so many good reviews on it, just unbelievable game, and I just didn't feel like I was giving it the credit it deserved, honestly. So CD Projekt Red is actually the developer who created this game. It is obviously, it's based off the books, The Witcher, which is actually a Polish series. And a lot of what makes this game so great is that they did such a great job at the dialogue and just the story behind it, and the quests, and learning so much about it. And as I was doing the Bloody Baron quest, you know, and I was looking up just kind of what other people were saying about the game, a lot of people had said the Bloody Baron quest was one of the best quests, one of their favorite quests that they'd had throughout the entire game. And I just felt like at that point, you know what, I'm really just rushing through this. I was not giving it the credit it deserved. I wasn't doing any of the side quests. I was trying to just quickly rush through the main storyline and be done with it, because I have been needing to get this game done with in a long time. It's been on my mind for a long time. But I really want to just enjoy the game. I want to take this slow, and I want to learn a lot about it, and that is part of the best part, is the rich stories, and seeing how people deal with this kind of world, where there's a lot of love, and a lot of loss, and a lot of grieving. And one of the reviews said, when you're fighting a boss, you're not just slaying a boss. You're going into the stories about how they became what they are. And that's very true. Even one of the first side quests that you actually do, if you do it, it talks about I'm not going to get into it, but it's very, very well done. Now, of course, there are some glitches that this game is well known for, but most people say it's not enough to hinder the overall game experience. So right now I do have the tutorials on. I really want to learn this game inside and out. I am playing on normal, so there's just the story mode, which is what I normally play on, makes combat very easy, just so you can get through the story. But I decided I really do kind of want a little bit of a challenge with the combat, and trying to actually learn the game, preparing for battles, etc. So I do want to go through the tutorial. Welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So let's get started. I'm super excited. I really want to do videos back to back and back, just so we can really get to know this game well. Now I will probably be turning off the music, just because it is distracting to me. So this tutorial will introduce the game's core elements. Each message will be saved in the glossary, where you'll also find detailed information about world lore and gameplay mechanics. To disable tutorial messages, go to the options menu. And actually, just give me one more second because I actually need to change my controls. I totally forgot I needed to do that, so I'm going to see if I can do that real quick. Alright, so I actually inverted the controls for like shooting for Fortnite, Black Ops 4, but that it just gets really confusing when I'm playing a game like this. So yeah, but let's resume here. Okay, so we can always go to the options menu, which I'm actually going to do now, and I thought I turned it down before, but maybe not. Yeah, so I'm going to turn the sensitivity down, probably to 0.5 for now. I don't want vibration. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. There's no need for that. Yes, we're just going to turn this all the way down. Voice volume can be up to 90. Gameplay, on-screen tutorials, automatic finishers. I don't know what that means. Manual, drawing. Nope, I like turn off Witcher Senses fisheye effect. Yeah, I think the fisheye effect is kind of annoying, to be honest, so I just turned that off. Movement response is alternative versus standard. Actually, let me look at that. I'm actually going to look that up real quick, just because I don't understand what that means. I don't know what they mean by that. Okay, so the alternative responsiveness mode is not as seismic a change as some have been expecting. Overall, the new mode makes Geralt's movements less lifelike. All the graphical flourishes need to make Geralt look realistic and also make him respond blah blah blah. Let's see if they address it here in this video real quick. So they're kind of showing him dash back and forth, and I'm assuming they'll be comparing it. Yeah. Ah, okay. So it basically just makes him look a little, less, yeah. So we're gonna keep that on standard. Automatic camera centering. Actually, yeah, I think we'll do that. Maybe that'll be the, solving for the horse. Again, difficulty level, story and sword. We're not going to do enemy upscaling. There's really no point. Autosave intervals, we're going to do every 3 minutes because we can. Gwent difficulty, easy. Yeah, we'll do normal. Okay, display, HUD configuration. Well, what does small look like? Action log, I don't know what that is. Minimap, rotate minimap. Witcher senses on minimap. Actually, that's kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that. Path to objectives on minimaps. Undiscovered point of interest on minimaps. Completed point of interest on minimaps. NPC chatter. Yeah. Active quests display Witcher medallion and stat bars. Display current buffs, breath remaining bar, info messages, control hints, damaged items, additional equipment, location, date display, and cutscenes, boss health bar, enemy health bar, companion portrait, boat durability, horse fear bar, rescale HUD. Yeah, that looks perfectly fine. Gamma. Move the slider until the image is barely visible. Yeah, I think I'm going to increase the brightness there. Post-processing. What does that mean? Motion blur. Well, I don't know what the difference between motion blur and blur is. So, yes, that's right. I'm looking it up. And this is just kind of how it's going to have to be for a while. So a lot of people have said that they turn it off. Alright, so we're going to do that. I think that's fine. Okay, minimap and objectives. The minimap is in the upper right-hand corner of your display. Shows your current location in the surrounding area. Underneath the minimap, you'll find the objectives for your active quest. Okay. Oh yeah, lot better without the motion blur and everything. Okay, hold L2 to use your Witcher senses. So we do have fisheye turned off, so it's a lot clearer, basically. It's annoying. Look for highlighted objects.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Okay, so we're still in... Kind of just looking around. Oh, so it does show on the mini-map, which is really nice.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Yeah, so before, we didn't have those nice little, things on there. So that's nice that they give you that option if you don't really want to spend your time wasting around trying to find what you're trying to find for the quest. What does he have to say about this one, though?
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Also, let's go take a look at this beautiful view, which we'll probably only get to see once.
Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
So you can actually see Ciri right down there, playing, which is a pretty cool detail. But you know they probably had to work pretty hard to get this looking beautiful. And that is one thing that I absolutely love about The Witcher and that many people love is just the environment. It's one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen, honestly. And this is a 2015 game. Like, this is pretty damn good for a 2015 game. Alright, let's go down. I'm gonna get a cutscene here.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Why?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course. This a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Okay. We'll let her win.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
Falling from a great height can lead to injury.
Ciri, cut it out.
Huh, so we can use it properly as well.
Run into trouble? Should I turn back and help you?
So she'll actually stop and wait for you.
First! Na 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 na.
Oh, it's this way.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Let's try not to screw this up. Witchers must be prepared to fight foes of all kinds, be they plate-clad knights, ethereal wraiths, or bone-crushing giants. To match the strengths and exploit the weaknesses of different enemies, witchers need to use a variety of weapons and combat techniques. The core tools of their trade are the swords. Okay, steel is for fighting humans and non-humans. The other silver for slaying monsters. What? Aren't monsters and non-humans the same thing? I guess non-humans is like elves. Witchers have also mastered a simple form of combat, magic. These signs are not as powerful as the spells wielded by mages, but they can cast very quickly, with simple one-handed gestures making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witchers are also adept in the basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils, and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes.
Draw your sword, Geralt!
Okay, selecting targets. Press R3 to select or deselect a target. When you have a target selected, all your attacks are directed toward it. You don't have to select a target during combat, but doing so can help you focus on a specific opponent.
Quick cuts! 1, 2, 3! Strong strikes now.
Strong attacks, triangle.
Never lock your elbow when striking them. Die!
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Miss me, bish.
Who's next?
I do remember that much.
Now, parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword, its angle?
What am I supposed to parry? Fighting a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike!
Press L2
Counter-strike.
just before your opponent strikes to perform a counter.
Maybe a
Ah,
storm's coming.
gotcha.
And one. Take that.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Quen.
Alright, so we need to cast the Quen sign. Using L, press X to make it active. To cast the active sign,
Stop showing up. Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
ow.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Quick, okay. Oh, they actually want you, okay. Walk close to Vesemir and press R2 to cast your active sign.
What's next? All right, Geralt. Come on.
Okay, L. Oh, that's right. It slows down time.
Enough! See that, Ciri? Ard will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy their rhythm.
Ouch!
Time for Axii. Damn it. I hate this feeling. Ugh. Axii can really muddle your mind. Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
Cast the Yarden sign? I think that's the last one. Okay.
What the blazes are you doing? See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I wanted to.
That's right. Come here, Vesemir.
Bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Gwen'll dampen the blow.
Okay, so now we need to throw a bomb. Need to make it active. Indicated on the mini-map. Alrighty. Hold R1 and aim at the highlighted training post. Combat tutorial is over now. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop training, simply sheathe your sword by holding...
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Hey, there we go.
Come on.
Not good.
Oh, I'm not very good at this. Hold on. Just parry the whole time. Oh, did he do that? That's not very nice. Yeah, let's do that. How do I cast it in? Did it not work? Igni? Yeah, let's do Igni. Oh, okay, now that's the bomb. There we go. We got some fire on him there.
What now?
Let's try to counterattack. There we go. Damn!
Come on.
Yarden. Wrong button! I keep thinking, it's...
Next.
I don't know why I keep thinking that. There we go, got a counter. Yo, Vesemir is just coming after me.
Not bad.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the? Vesemir. Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in a tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Ah, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I smell it. Ghouls.
Monsters! Life on the continent and in Skellige. I know it's Skellige or something like that, but we're gonna call it Isles is nasty, brutish, and short. War lays waste to the land, and those it spares live in fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and village. Monsters are shown with a silver health bar above their heads, indicating that you should fight them with your silver sword. Oh, is that what it means? I like how the horse is just staying there. Oh, you bitch, you will pay for that. Striking opponents generates adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allow you to perform special attacks that require and consume adrenaline points. Your adrenaline points, AP, slowly decline when you are not engaged in combat.
Of course. When armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Vitality regeneration. You can regenerate vitality by eating or drinking, or by meditating for at least 1 hour. Food and drink can be placed in your consumables slot for quick use during combat. Press up or down to consume them and regenerate vitality. You have some food equipped in your upper consumable slot. Press up now to eat it and regenerate a portion of your vitality. Great. 5 bread, 2 water. So yes, if there's one thing I don't agree more with is loot everything in this game. It will come to use. So I'm just going to kind of pick up these petals here, or whatever they are. Blow ball. A lot of this stuff you need actually for crafting. So it's good to just pick them up on your way. Okay. Venom extract. I know Vesemir's waiting. Oh, it's... Great. But now we need to walk up to the horse to mount it.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Witchers spend most of their time on the road in search of their next contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountain peaks, and trudge through thick bogs. Luckily, Geralt can always count on his horse, Roach, to help him with his travels. To have Roach come to you, double press L3. Yeah, I might forget that.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him, too. His theory collapsed.
Okay, so it is doing a fixed camera.
Oh, it's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
It was the camera being centered that changed it to make it a fixed. Which is good to see, because that was the most annoying thing ever when doing horse riding.
Come on now.
We going?
Help me! Help! How's it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. she'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Anything I can loot here? Alright, doesn't look like it. Alright, so it says entries in the bestiary, but I like calling it bestiary, just because it seems more appropriate. Provide additional information about monsters, including tips and strategies for how to fight them. So we have the griffins. Griffins were once only found high in the mountains where they would hunt marmots and wild goats. When humans encroached on the lands, however, griffins soon discovered a new source of a much more plentiful and easier caught prey: cows, sheep, and shepherds. Though still wary of the main roads and towns where folk with the means to hire a witcher are likely to dwell, these half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to oft-encountered pests known throughout the northern realms. Especially hated are the subspecies known as the royal griffins and arch griffins. Okay. Necrophages. Ah, the ghouls. Ghouls and graviers are hard to describe. In part they resemble humans, yet on the whole they are the utter negation of all that is human. Though they have arms and legs like men, they walk on all fours like dogs or badgers. Though they have eerily familiar faces, one searches them in vain for any sign of sentiment, reason, or even a spark of consciousness. They are driven by one thing and one thing only: an insatiable craving for human flesh. So, let's see here. It says it's vulnerable against something. Ah, necrophage oils. Okay, and griffins are vulnerable against bombs, hybrid oil, and the Ard sign. So we need to go to the tavern in White Orchid. Or Orchard, in this case.
Move it!
Oh, you have to hold X. Okay.
So, a griffin this close to the village.
My thoughts exactly. In a forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
You're nearing a village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and also won't look kindly on you accosting others. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements such as villages and cities. These are marked on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for witchers, and local happenings.
I cried, Hellraiser.
Gran told me about Sleuth. Lad went missing one day, so folk nagging watchmen that was hunting in the fire started poking him, asking. They knocked his head off. Oh, so it worked. Except it was some train that had sucked on the kid.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witchers. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Dialogue. Options marked will open the shop panel.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Dialogue options marked will end the conversation.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Sounds like he's gonna steal something. More importantly, let's see what we have here. Venom extract. Decoy, Gwent card. I thought that was a dumpling. Anything that's like 100. I think we'll buy a little bit of that.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
You hear? Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
Alright, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to take Sugar around the block here before I get back to it. So yeah, see you then.